let me give one. First one is if we have to take the convolution between delta t and delta t, what will be the output? What will be the output is delta u of t convolve delta t. You should know the property, then these things will be easy for you. Okay? If we are going to solve this thing by taking the integration formula, then that is difficult for you. That will be the difficult for you, as well as that will take more time to solve the problem. But if you apply the properties, you can get answer very easily. T plus 8 convolution delta t minus 2. Fourth number is t square plus 1 convolve delta t. Right as a fifth number, e to the power minus t u of t convolution with delta t minus 1. Okay. Solution, you already know the first one. Let me solve it, then also delta t convolution delta t. Okay. So we know one property. What is that property? We know that first property, I think. No, it's first property from the delta convolution. Okay. We know that any signal xt, if you convert with delta t, what will get? We'll get xt only. Okay. So similarly, here problem is delta t convolution delta t. So suppose this delta is converted with this delta, then output also, if we represent this delta is a xt, the output is nothing but delta t only. Okay. This is very important. If we take convolution between two impulse signal, we'll get output as similar impulse signal. Okay. Delta t convolution delta t is nothing but delta t only. Similarly, you can say similar. These are very easy. I am giving those to apply the properties, okay, of the convolution. This is what? If you take this is xt convolution delta t is nothing but xt only, u of t only. So what would be the third one? Is given delta t plus 8 convolution delta t minus 2. This will come as a delta xt only or delta only, but with the shifted version. Okay, shifted version means the shifted component. Here plus 8 is there, plus 8 you have to write here, and minus 2 is there, minus 2 you have to write here. So delta t plus 6 will be the answer. Understand? So rest of I keep as a homework. Can you say, is it very fast? What will be the output of this? T square plus 1 convolution delta t.
T square plus 1.
Yes. The answer is correct. T square plus 1 convolution delta t. This come as it is at the output. T square plus 1. Okay. So I think these properties are clear for you. And let me give two very important notes. Okay. As here I have given, if you convert delta t with delta t, it's give the delta t only. Okay. But note 1, you should know very well. If you convolution, if you take the convolution between ut and ut, it will give RT only. Okay. This is very important properties. Means what this mean? If we take a unitary step signal, this is the unitary step signal, isn't it? This is UT convolution U of t. Sir, previous page once. Let me know if you finished. So is it over?
Yes, sir.
So what this note says, if you take convolution between U of t and U of t, we'll get R of t. So you know, I think what is U of t? It is unitary step signal. It exists only for the positive time duration. This is U of t. Okay. What will be the output? If you take the convolution, output would be the ramp signal. Okay. Ramp signal means it's goes halves. You should know this thing. And second property also you should know that if you take the UT, first one you can write here simply del of t convolution del of t, it gives del of t only. These are important, that's why I'm giving as a separate as a note. Okay. So if you take convolution U of t convolve R of t, okay, then you will get a t square by 2 U of t. What is t square by 2? Can you say this is a, can anybody remember what is t square by 2? This is a parabolic type of signal. Okay, if we take convolution between U of t and R of t, then we'll get a parabolic kind of signal. T square by 2 U of t. Okay, this 3 note is important. That's why I have given with a separate note. So how to solve this property? Let me solve this, and I will finish today's class up to here after solving this problem. U of t convolution R of t. Okay, I have proved. Let me give. Okay, let y of t is U of t is U of t y of t equal to U of t convolution R of t. Okay, so if you take differentiation in the y of t, what I'll take differentiation, because what I'll do to make it very easily solve. Okay, let me say once again. Here we are taking differentiation. Why? Because what we'll do, we'll make this term any term among these two in terms of delta. Okay, why we'll take in terms of delta? Because if you convolve any signal with delta, that signal is come as it is. Okay, that's why to make this convolution problem easy, we'll take the differentiation so that any of these two terms will come to the delta function. What will come to the delta function when we take the differentiation in UT? Okay, if you take the differentiation in UT, if you take differentiation in YT, any one of these signal gets differentiation, because this thing says in the one of the property. Okay, so if we are taking differentiation only one signal, and the second one we have taken we keep that as it is. Okay, so what is the differentiation of U of t is nothing but delta t. Okay, we make this problem as a simple. Okay, that's why we are taking differentiation. So when we'll take convolution between delta t and R of t, what we'll get? We'll get R of t. Understand? So what we have got dou by dou t y of t equal to R of t we have got, but we have to find this yt. So how we can find this yt? By taking the integration at R of t. Isn't it? If we remove this dou by dou t, we have to take integration in both the sides. That's why this integration comes in the R of t. What is R of t? R of t is nothing but this is t, you can say. So ultimately what we'll get, this is t square by 2. And we can write here ut also. So ultimately we have solved that y of t equal to t square by 2 e of t. Is there any problem? Any inquiries? So both the CR, please take the attendance. Okay, at this end of the class.
Taken, sir.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Sir, why ut? Okay, why ut? Somebody says why I have to take, why I can write here ut. Okay.
Sir, completed, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody asks why I have taken here u of t. Okay. First of all, you have to see the limit. Okay. All are the signal. This is also exist from 0 to infinity. This is also exist from 0 to infinity. This R of t also exists from 0 to infinity. Okay. If any signal exists from 0 to infinity, means positive time duration, that is a causal signal. Okay. Okay. And here we are not writing any limit in the integration. We are directly put, that is t square by 2. Okay. So this is up to t square by 2. But what happens, since these signals, all the signals are causal, okay, and these all the signals are causal, and we are, when we multiply this u of t with this signal t square by 2, that represents these signals also a causal signal. Okay, we are focusing only for the causal signals only. Okay, it exists for 0 to infinity, but parabolic may exist for negative also. Let me it says when you take this limit, okay, we are not taking here limit. That's why we are taking only the positive time duration part only. Okay, that's why that's ut has come, and we are not bothering. We are not seeing the limits. No, that's why we get problem. And you think like this, then these signals are causal. That's why we are taking only causal part only. That's like that. You remember right now. Okay.